Hi, my name is Abigail Carle, and this is a video of my 10th grade English as a foreign language class in Wuxi, China. In this lesson, you'll see that I start off with my usual daily routine, though before long I surprise the students with a breaking news update about the unfortunate death of a penguin. And that's really the start to a lesson on working together to ask questions, make connections, and solve problems. Enjoy! Okay, hello! 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 How are you? Huh? How are you? Fine? Good? It's Friday! Okay, so what are we doing today? Today we are going to go over the homework that you had last night on the modals. Then we're going to talk about the cause and effect essay that we started to go over yesterday. We looked at essay 1 and we're going to read essay 2 and answer the questions for essay 2. And after that, we are going to do a quick write. We're going to work with the vocabulary, and there'll be some group discussion also, where you're going to be asking questions. Are there any questions about what we're doing today? Okay, so the first thing I want to check is your homework. You were supposed to complete the hand. Okay. Before we read, what is an athlete? Can anyone tell me what an athlete is? Fred? Good. A person who plays sports. Fred, you said a man who plays sports. Can an athlete be a woman? When you say man, you mean human. So the answer is yes, right, Fred? Women can be athletes as well? Yes. Okay. So this says the effect of being an athlete. Can you guys make any predictions? What do you think that some effects of being an athlete are? What do you guess that the article will talk about? Any ideas? What do you think, Ian?
Maybe body hurt.
Maybe your body will hurt? Okay. So yesterday when we looked at essay 1, we answered those 7 questions plus the one I added on the screen. And I want to do that again for this essay. Essay number 2, I want you to think about these questions that are on the top here. What is the hook that's in the introduction of the essay? How does the writer get the reader interested in the essay? What is the thesis? Okay, so take a minute to look over this essay and think about the answers to those questions. Remember, you want to practice your skim reading skills here. You're skimming while you read. You don't have to read every word in order to answer those questions. He's trying to leave you with something to think about. Oh, maybe I will be a great athlete one day. Maybe I will win. Maybe I'll finally beat Juno in a race. Right? Okay, and this question that's on the screen here, how are the details organized? Category, chronologically, or order of importance? Okay, Esther says order of importance. Why do you say order of importance? Because at the end he says the most important. Did anybody think something different? Alice? Categories. What are the categories?
About physical, human, social.
Exactly. Physical, personal, and social. So this is actually 2. He has organized his details in 2 ways. He's done first by categories and additionally in order of importance. Okay, excellent. All right, let's see. What's this? Breaking news! What do you think is happening? Oh my goodness, let's see what happened. Oh no! A penguin has been killed at TME High School! of fraud. Oh no. And the G101 students, they're going to investigate the crime scene. You guys are G101. We have to go investigate. You need a notebook and a pen. We're going to go investigate the crime scene. Come on. Come on.
Really?
Really?
Oh! Good idea. Let's go.
Okay, you guys, a penguin has been killed. You are the detectives. So you're going to go inside and you're going to examine all of the evidence. You're going to look at all of the objects that are around. Try not to touch anything. You can get close to read things. Pay attention to the details, okay? And you want to take as many notes as you can. Be very specific. Here we go.
Oh, it's Mr. Soko's spoken. He must have did it.
No, I think it's Picasso.
Oh, Burger King.
Oh, BK.
Oh, look at the fish. Oh, what's this? This is bait. Burger King. It's Mr. Pika's favorite food. Your master Teresa is the burger.
Okay, guys, so you guys are the detectives. You are like Sherlock Holmes. We have to figure out what happened here. What do we see? What does the papers say? What do you think happened? Catherine, I see you're looking at that paper over there. What is that a paper of? Charges? From what? From where? The Bank of Antarctica? Whose bank account is it? What's the name? Sokol? That's Mr. Sokol's bank account? Oh my goodness! And what kind of charges do you see? What has Mr. Sokol got?
I love you.
Christine, what do you see over here?
It's from Penny. I think Penny is Peter's girlfriend.
Who is Peter?
Peter is
The penguin, poor Peter, he died. And you think Penny is his girlfriend?
Yeah.
No. Oh, what? No. You don't think that? Penny's not Peter's girlfriend?
She's Adam's girlfriend.
Whose girlfriend? Whose girlfriend? You can't say? Okay. So what is this? Fred, what is this right here? What's this? Mark? It's a calendar? Is there anything on the calendar?
Penny's birthday.
Penny's birthday? When is Penny's birthday?
Today.
Today?
Next Friday.
Next Friday. Okay. Is there anything else on the calendar? What else does the calendar say? Physics exam? When's the physics exam?
Really counts.
Oh, it's today? Okay. With Pika. Uh-oh. So we have Mr. Sokol's bank account, Mr. Pika's physics exam. So this penguin knows both Mr. Pika and Mr. Sokol. Interesting.
That's Mr. Pika because
bottle.
That's Mr. Pika's water bottle.
yeah.
And Burger King.
Burger King?
What's the date of the Burger King?
Good question. What's the date? Yesterday. Okay, yesterday. Whose passport is that? Is that the penguin's passport? Soho? That's Mr. Soho's passport? But there's a penguin's face on it. What's on that paper?
It's
A footprint. Good. The footprint.
I think we should get Mr. Pika and Soko's shoe.
We should check their shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. What else?
There's also, look at the shape of the water.
What
A
do you-
man is standing on there when the water is standing.
Why? Okay, that's a good question. That's a good question. But what happened to the desk here? Why?
It's pushed by the yes.
Struggle. Whoa, good word. It must have been a struggle. Interesting. Any other deductions? It is a physics textbook. Good observation. It's a physics textbook. Far from the library. Interesting.
There is
Earphones.
paper in the
There's paper and
Earphones.
earphones.
and the sound paper.
Yes, paper and earphones.
They are pushed into this.
What's on this paper?
Oh,
Another footprint. Is that the same footprint?
no.
It's not?
I think
No. The fruit is the shape of fruit is just like with circles. Oh no, it's pecans.
Ooh, good. I like your drawing. Excellent.
一文一文。
Okay, so you guys think it's the same footprint?
but the weight is different.
The weight is different.
The camera is coming.
Okay, so do you need more time to look at the crime scene? No? You ready to return to the classroom? Or you want to take a break? If you want to stay and look at the crime scene, you can, but after the break, we'll meet back in the classroom, okay? Okay. All right. Hello. So how did the detective work go? Do you feel like you have a good idea about what happened? Okay, so some things that I want you to think about are what objects did you see, and be very specific. If you need to look again at some of those objects, I brought them down. Don't tell the police. Down here we have, when do you think the crime occurred? So we saw a receipt from Burger King. What was the receipt? What was the date on the receipt? Yesterday, so February 28th. And how many people were involved? How many people do you think were involved in the crime? You think all 4 people were involved? Or do you think some people were just coincidence?
5.
At least 4?
Yes.
And how do you think the penguin was killed? Okay? So those are things I want you to think about with your group. We are going to interview... News update! The police have apprehended 2 suspects and an eyewitness. Do you know what a witness is? Yeah. What's a witness? Cherry?
Somebody see the crime.
Someone who saw the crime or thinks that they saw something. A witness is someone who was either at the crime or nearby the crime scene and think they can help the police with what they saw. So the police have got 2 suspects and a witness. You're going to have the chance to interview the witness and the suspects. Today we're going to interview one of the suspects. Now let's meet our witness. The first witness is Phoebe. Do you guys know who Phoebe is?
Yeah.
Who is Phoebe? Do you guys, her name is Xiao Gu. Gu Xiao. Yes. Okay, so she was a witness. You guys are going to talk to her next week.
个教学深深指导。
And she is a center coordinator. She's from China. First suspect, Mr. Pika. And the second suspect, Mr. Sokol.
Oh, just two suspects.
Just two suspects, Mr. Pika and Mr. Sokol. Mr. Sokol is going to come here in about 20 minutes, and we're going to ask Mr. Sokol questions. Okay? And next week you will get to ask Mr. Pika questions, and you will get to ask Phoebe questions, Wuxi. Okay?
What's the subject is between the two suspects?
What?
What's the criminal is between the two suspects?
Must the criminal be between the two suspects? Interesting question. That's something you and your group will have to decide. Okay? All right. So, what you guys need to do now is prepare at least 5 questions for Mr. Sokol. You'll probably come up with a lot more, but at least 5 that you can ask him. Because when he comes here, we don't want to just sit there and stare at him. We want to be able to say, where were you yesterday? What did you have for dinner last night?
Oh, he will
Okay.
kill me. He's economic.
Mr. Peter came here from Antarctica.
What should we ask? Where were you yesterday?
Yesterday, were there any other pieces of paper with dates on them? The calendar had a date. Did anything else have a date?
Oh, the purchase.
When were those purchases charged?
Oh shit.
So this is the bill for the credit card from February 21st. And there's a mistake there, but that's my fault. And these bills are from February 26th, February 27th. Interesting.
Wow, this is a fake.
Water. We saw water. What else did we see? A book. What kind of a book? A physics book, okay. That was Mr. Pika's. Anything else? We got the passport with a picture of Peter.
Criminal. Water.
Spectre.
What do you want to do?
Hello, Mr. Sokol.
Hello.
Mr. Sokol, we have a few questions for you. Do you know that you are wanted for the murder of Peter Penguin?
Who is this Peter Penguin? What are you talking about?
Another question. How was the dinner? Is it delicious?
Yes, it was. I had a delicious dinner.
What did you eat?
I had a pizza with some chicken on top of the pizza, and it was a large pizza.
How much is the dinner?
It was.
It was 86 kwai. 86 kwai. Also had a Coca-Cola.
Christine, Juno, and then Gigi.
Do you have a receipt of your dinner yesterday?
I threw it out already. I threw it out. I never keep my receipts. You can check my wallet.
Did you have dinner with someone else or only by yourself?
I was alone. But the waiters saw me.
What's your impression of Mr. Pika?
What?
What's your impression of Mr. Pika? What kind of person do you think he is?
He's a nice guy. Sometimes he seems a little crazy.
Okay, so
Easily excitable.
Judy, can you ask your question a little bit louder, please? I think some people didn't hear you.
Okay. What's your impression of Mr. Pika? And what kind of person do you think he is?
My impression of Mr. Pika. Like I said, he's nice, but a little excitable. It's kind of...
So Mr. Pika, Mr. Sokol thinks that Mr. Pika is nice, but a little crazy, a little energetic.
You and Mr. Pika are colleagues, right? You work
Yes.
in the same place. So, do you know all the students of Mr. Pika?
Do I know his students?
Yeah, I guess you know.
Yes.
Yeah, so as we found that Peter was a student of Mr. Pika. Because he was then.
I've never met this Peter. Is he a new student?
Do you know if Mr. Pika has the same kind of shoes as you?
I don't know. I would not be surprised. They are very nice shoes.
Yolanda, then Laura.
Have you ever borrowed shoes to anyone else?
Have I ever lent my shoes? Have I ever lent my shoes to another person?
So you're gonna go after
Yes. Yes, I have.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Sokol. Bye.
I resent this investigation.
Okay. All right. So next week you will have the chance to interview Mr. Pika and Phoebe the witness. Make sure you're thinking about questions that you can ask both of them next week. Okay? Think about it. Okay? All right. Your only homework for tonight is to read Maniac McGee chapters 33 through 36. And to continue working on your projects. You guys gave me your outlines today, or your brainstorming ideas, and I want you to continue working on those. The final draft will be due March 14th, okay? All right, have a good weekend.